Veena Malik now joins us live from Lahore. This is her first television interview to an Indian channel. She's a well-known model and actress of repute in Pakistan. She's now come out and said that she believes that Mohammad Asif is a serial match fixer.
Okay, Mr. Rahul, first of all, I would like to add in your knowledge that this is not the first time that I have talked about it. I have talked about the whole thing 4 months back before this Australian series took place. So this is not the first time that I've talked about. But look, there are so many other people, other officials, the ex, the former players and all, and they've been talking about such things. And even there have been so many allegations in India also that in English players also that they are involved in match fixing and all. So I think this is not the first time that I'm talking about them. All right, me and Asif were together for I think almost 1.5 years. And when I met him for the first time, he was facing so many, that was his bad time actually, and he was facing so many problems, so many cases against him, IPL dope case, and he was facing a case, and UAE drug case, and so many other problems. But then later on, when he made a comeback, I am the witness of this conversation, and I have the proofs with me. Actually, when Mohammad Asif proposed to me, actually the thing was that he and me, we had decided to marry when he makes a comeback in the team. So I was a bit, not happy with his certain habits like, alcohol and drinks and all, and so many girls also. So he made a promise to me that he's going to quit all that. So just to make it sure that he's a good boy, there was from India, he used to receive a text, and he immediately used to, delete that text, and immediately after some time, he used to go to some servant and, used to take his cell phone and make a call. And, that made me really, upset that there's something suspicious going on, something mysterious, and there must be some girl out there. So I decided to investigate his, all calls and all that. So when I got his details, there's so many other, there's a girl from South Africa also, and this particular number I have with me, this number is the number of Mr. Dheeraj Dixit. I called on this number and I spoke to the guy and I was like, who's out there? And I was expecting that might be a girl, but there was a guy, and he was like, I'm a photographer and Asif is a good friend of mine. And I was like, okay, Asif is your good friend, but you tell me one thing, why do you every time, you text him, and why, if you're a friend, why he, avoid to make a call from his cell phone? So, that was the conversation. I spoke to him about, all that thing. And the guy was like, I'm talking about some commercial deal, I was like, look, I'm very close to Asif and I'm handling his entire media. So you can share it with me. You can tell me what kind of commercial deal is going on between you and Asif. And then he was a bit fumbled and all. And then later on, after, a few days, Asif left for Thailand. And he did not even inform me, and we were so very close. You can see the number 5222212 is my number, and you can see how close we were. Maybe 13, 14 times a day we used to call it. Okay, I'm coming to us. So, cut the long story in short, when Asif came back from Thailand, he himself told me that he went to meet up this guy, Dheeraj Dixit, and Dheeraj Dixit is a guy who fixes all the match and all that. And then he received a call, he received a text from Dheeraj Dixit, and he called him, and I was like, look, you have to talk to him in front of me. And he made that. And then he was talking to Dheeraj Dixit, and Mr. Dixit was like, look, we have given you the business class ticket and stay and all that. So we are giving you only $40,000. And Asif was like, no, I'm going to take $200,000. And that is the conversation. I'm the witness. Now, let's come to Mr. Dheeraj Dixit. Mr. Dheeraj Dixit, at the first place, he has made a statement that he does not even know. He never called Mohammad Asif. He never had a conversation with Mohammad Asif. Look, I have the proofs with me. He texted Mohammad Asif 17 times in 15 days. Look, I am not from the ICC anti-corruption unit or something. I can only give you the hints. Okay, now, I would like to request you one thing, that please do not defend Mr. Dheeraj Dixit for that. And look, he has made some silly, statements about me that, I'm the one who's involved. Look, I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. And I have a very valid point. If I'm involved, why would I go and talk about that? Whether I know I'm not a stupid girl. I know if I'm involved. And if any kind of investigation takes place, if I'm guilty, I'll definitely be there, okay? So this is one valid thing which I know. And if I'm guilty, if I'm involved, why am I sitting here and talking about that? And look, did I make any kind of, Mr. Dheeraj Dixit is, the easiest thing in the world is to make a kind of character assassination of a girl. He's assassinating my character, okay? Look, I don't even, know him properly, and I never met Mr. Dheeraj. Why would I say some silly things about Mr. Dheeraj Dixit?
Okay,
now, this is your duty. Now, this is your job to go and investigate that why did he go to Thailand to meet up Mr. Mohammed Asif, and what kind of that commercial deal was, that it actually happened or not. Look, after this conversation, after this thing which got exposed to me, later on we had a serious fight, me and Mohammed Asif, because I wanted him not to indulge into anything which, going to hurt, to ruin his career or something. So definitely I was quite loyal to him. But the conversation I have heard with my own ear, it was not, Mr. Dheeraj Dixit did not mention any, commercial deal or any match fixing deal. Let me be very clear here. He was like, look, Mr. Mohammed Asif, we have given you the business class stay and you have made a commitment to us. So now we will only give you $40,000. And Asif was like, no, I will charge $200,000. And later on, then, Asif started hiding things from me. So that is all I know. And look, I have nothing personal against Mr. Dheeraj. I have nothing personal against Mohammed Asif. Look, when we talk about the cricket is not your game or my game. It's a global game. Now we are not talking about the Pakistan or India. We are talking about the cricket. When we talk about the cricket, we have our emotions involved in that. I am the voice of so many people out there in India and Pakistan who they are emotionally involved in cricket, and I am the supporter of fair game. So, I think that is my duty. If I know something, I must talk about that. And I have nothing personal against Mr. Dheeraj. And I would like to suggest to Mr. Dheeraj not to make silly statements about me. Okay, let me correct your information now. It's not 3 crore rupees. It's 3 millions actually. And let me clear a few things. Look, there were so many rumors about, the match fixing in IPL also. And if there were so many allegations, why people of India and the administration, they did not take it seriously? And look, when you talk about such things, I have one very serious thing to talk about this IPL dope casing. That, when Mohammed Asif's dope, thing came positive in IPL, and, either the person who is, who has got this dope positive, he has to face 2 years, 2 years punishment, or maybe ban, or maybe lifetime ban. So why IPL has banned only Asif only for 1 year, okay? And there is one document which I have seen with my own eyes, where the jury was, based on these 3 people, Sunil Gavaskar, Dr. Ravi, and Suresh Gupte. I have seen the document with my own eyes. Why, there was just signature only one guy. Why were where were the 2 other guys? There was big issue in the Pakistani media also. And then why IPL people kept quiet, and why IPL people did not punish this guy. Okay, let me tell you one thing here very, very clearly. That there's so many things about me. I don't know, people, they've been talking their own way. Okay. There was one doctor, he was not a particularly IPL doctor, okay? There was one doctor, maybe he could be British or any other doctor. I have met that guy and I can recognize that guy because I have seen that guy at Asif's residence. Okay, Asif told me that to get out of this case, otherwise he will, be banned for the lifetime. To get out of this case, he needs 3 million rupees. And I provided that money to Mohammed Asif because at that time, he was facing the worst crisis of his life. So I'm still there, and that is what Asif has told me, okay? And I have seen that paper with my own eyes, that there's a signature, and that guy suggested, that doctor suggested Asif to make excuse or to, get out of this case, to tell the people that, I have used those eye drops and, my blood, I don't know what, the dope test came positive, like that. So he was the one who's been suggesting Asif to, manipulate things or whatever, or to get out of this case. Look, I already know